Yeah. What do you guys think? Like a lot of young people our age, like they're not. I would say they're not really. We're not really religious.
No.
Like of course not religious. What do you guys think? So?
Mostly the society, I would say. Like the aspect of time we're in right now. Like society is going through a very transitional period right now where the social norms that we're used to are shifting. People are still trying to find their footing in terms of what do I believe in? This is what like the mass believes in. Am I supposed to believe in that too? Trying to figure out themselves.
Well, I think that partly has to do with like technology. It's like because technology has advanced so quickly in like recent years and is so prominent in our lives, it almost becomes a sort of religion for certain people. Like I don't know if you've noticed that, but like
Transhumanism.
I've never heard that term before, but sure.
I just wanted to say something about what you're saying about the impossibility of everything that surrounds us, right? And this is just strictly from my
Well,
belief.
that's what Ivan was saying.
Oh, but you, okay. But on that topic of belief, is that science is continuously looking for evidence and trying to find it. I'm just strictly looking at the belief in a higher power because if you strip away the cultural influence, the historical influence, and a lot of the other influences religion has, each one of them kind of boils down to the same thing, which is a belief in a higher power, or a belief in God or whatnot. And in strictly my opinion only, I feel that God is the easiest way to explain the unexplainable. There is so much that we don't understand. It is terrifying. Like we know how unbelievably large the universe is, and we know that in it we are but a speck of dust. Yet here I am talking to you guys about it, right?
That's also how religion's created.
Yeah, but just strictly from an aspect that I'm looking at it through a certain lens that I'm looking at it is, why not come up with a reason for all of it? You know, but what I'm saying is we don't know why we're here. There are so many unanswered questions. Why not come up with a reason for us to exist?
Are you saying that's what religion?
Yes, and that's what I'm saying. God
I
is.
can see your point.
Yeah. So, and what I'm saying is another terrifying aspect of life is when it ends, right? So why not follow a set amount of rules to go somewhere nice when you die? And if you don't get to go there, because realistically, religion is actually about control.
Yes.
It's about having a certain rhetoric set out for you, certain roles that you have to follow, and if you don't, you're punished.
But one argument that I could bring, like the thing is, it's like, for instance, some people might say humans are predisposed to like follow norms. Like if there's no norms, there's no society. So then what do you have to say? Like, for instance, do you think like religion was like, it used to be the rule before the rule of law was? Like,
that's 100%.
That's something
Originally, most of religion was conceived to govern in a sort of.
I mean,
sense.
it still does.
literally
It still has a
yeah.
lot of influence on a lot of
The
things.
literal
But
reason behind religion.
I do
is-
think there's more to religion than just that.
For sure.
Personally, I'm not religious. I don't follow any religion. My, like, I guess, perspective on spirituality is more individual in the sense that I like to accept that there's so much that I don't know and there's so much possibility, so I don't count anything out yet. That's basically like my perspective on it. But I can respect the way religion, like, it is a sort of like explanation to the unexplained,
Right.
And like as humans, that's kind of what we
Right. Well,
strive to do.
we're the only self-conscious sentient beings on this planet that are smart enough to come up for a reason for all of it. You think a horse believes in God? Like, realistically speaking,
Well,
right?
They don't have the capability.
But that's what I'm saying. Is like we're the only species advanced enough. And you know what? I was thinking about this the other day, and I'll bring it up later too. Is the terrifying thought that we'll never know as people, but something's gonna figure it out. It's just not gonna be us.
For what?
Like it's gonna figure out
life.
what everything means. It's just not gonna be us. And I think it's gonna be AI eventually. I think something's gonna happen to the point where we get so advanced that we basically eliminate.
ourselves.
That's
Pretty much.
That is how history happens.
I think that's what's going to happen. But back on the aspect of religion, I also think that there is relief in belief.
Of course.
I think that if a group of people believe in something, it brings in a certain amount of comfort.
Can I talk about, so speaking on that, there have been research done on people who are religious and who are non-religious.
Right.
And people who do tend to attend like church group meetings or anything like that. It gives them a sense of community.
Of course. Yeah, I think that's also, it's very important.
So it's like a sense
They're
of
waiting
safety.
for
For
life,
sure,
though,
for
yes.
sure. I think in the impending doom that we're all facing, which is, what am I doing here? Having people who are also questioning that and who can talk about it together is nice.
Yeah.
But like, you know, if you look at it, if one person introduced an idea, they're going to be looked at as an outsider, right? Like if one person has an idea and introduces it to a group of people, they're not going to look at that person as, oh, he's a
Allegory of the cave.
exactly. It's like he's he's innovative or whatever. But if a bunch of people believe it, what is it? It's a religion.
The funny thing you say that is because that's kind of the difference between a cult and a religion.
Yeah. Okay. That's
I want to, but like a cult is just like a newer with a form and less following, and more often than not, it's not a good thing.
Yeah.
Normally, like you're drinking Kool-Aid. But same with like mythology versus religion.
Right.
It's just an old religion. Cult is a new
Right.
religion. So it's a way. It's a way you can look at it, but I guess it's. I think it's more on an individual level because it
Would
it's what
a cult be looked at as a religion because it has followers and a leader?
No, it's in this like our society. It's looked at as a cult.
Okay. Okay.
It's not like quantified as a.